This one is from MK. It's called Shockingly Funny Reddit.
Legend says he's still waiting to potty? Oh, poor guy. Hopefully that door opens inward, by the way. Oh my god, wait. I just sat down to do another recording and I completely forgot what it was I was doing. You know, like, when you get woken up in the middle of the night, you have a sleep start where it feels like you're falling, so you jerk yourself awake real fast. That's kind of what happened in this case, but it was more realizing that I wasn't really prepared. I didn't even open the folder. I don't know what I'm oh, it's r/funny. Ooh, okay. I made a fire pit this past weekend. Oh, okay, I like this. For a minute there, I thought it was a giant Lego head, but no, this is good.
It's a giant fire pit Lego head.
Good. This is good. This is the kind of fire pit I would actually put in our backyard. We don't have a whole lot of room for one, at least not one that's actually safe and cool like this one is, but I love the poor guy. I don't know why you had to do him like that, but I think he'll be all right. We sell body parts, new and used.
What makes it worse is they're using a hearse for this.
How do you get them new? No, I understand used in this context for sure. How do you do new? I need a very drastic explanation here, I think, you know? I need to report an alien abduction. Oh, it's a two-paneler. All right. I mean, look, I can appreciate humor that doesn't make me laugh. I think that's sort of...
Oh, you sent me a video?
The thing I need to remember. I need to lock in and remember that more often. I can appreciate a joke even when I don't find it funny. The backpack's watching you. You're right. You are right. For a second there, I thought that it was something she intentionally did to the bag, you know?
All right. Give me a second. Let me go onto my phone. Let me look. I get it. I like it. That was pretty good.
No, where she put fake eyes on it and gave it little teeth. But no, the pocket's just open and it has a couple of loops. I don't know what they're for. Maybe they're for like charms or little, not keychains, just charms. We'll call them charms, little plushies or whatever. I have a little Moomin plush that would fit perfectly on this bag, right? Shout out to Moomin in Finland again, by the way. I know you Finns love it when I shout you out. I thought she did this on purpose. She did not. Although, there might be a market out there for cool, stylish little backpacks like this that are specifically designed to look like little monsters, huh? And I'm not talking about those creepy leather ones you'll find at Ren fairs. I'm talking about, like, cute monster backpacks. How has that not happened yet for it?
It is 80 degrees in my fucking apartment. Jesus Christ.
Anybody, adults, let alone kids. Like, where is that product? And you know what? Someone's going to come over to my Twitter at ZychronVA or my Blue Sky at Zychron.tv, and they're probably going to tell me, oh, dude, this has been around for a very long time. Hell, you might even come over to my Instagram at itsboobin. You might even do that and tell me there. Beware of dog. The cat is shady too. Well, the cats will lull you in with a false sense of security.
Beware of dog. The cat is shady too. The cat is always shady. It's a cat. What do you expect? Alright, I'm gonna just so you don't hear a constant whirring in the background. Every time I'm not talking, I'm gonna mute my mic, and when I'm gonna talk, I'm gonna unmute it so you guys can hear me. Well, your appointment is at 56.
Using their cuteness, they're going to lure you in, and they're going to take you out silent style. Or they're just going to go sicko mode the second you get near them, you know? When they lay down and sort of beckon you to pet their belly or something like that. Unless you've been living with that cat your entire life, you can't really trust it, you know? I mean, at least you shouldn't really trust it. I wouldn't, okay? The temptation is always far too strong. Just don't give in, all right? The dogs are a lot more straightforward. They're loud, they're in your face, they'll chase chase you. I've never seen a cat chase a person before. I've seen a cat chase other stuff, but I've never been chased by a cat. You know? But dogs, oh, all the time. Although I will say, the smaller the dog, the less they know what to do with you when they catch you, right? Wattage meter, that doesn't require blood. That scans and that measures.
There's a wattage meter that requires blood? The fuck? Oh, some vampire make it or something?
Okay, I don't know what the scans are for. I don't know. That measures? Yeah, I would hope that a meter would measure something. That's kind of the point. But doesn't require blood is interesting. So what is it that you have been Googling lately? There's no way that's everybody Googling that. It's probably, is there like a date on this of any kind? I really don't think there is. No. Kind of hard to date it because, I mean, there's no AI crap in the way right now. Nowadays, there certainly would be. But why in the world would people be asking about that? And what have you been Googling?
Why is it on light mode? That's the thing. Why light mode? Why don't you have it on dark mode? People who have shit on light mode, I question them.
Because I know you've Googled at least one thing that has caused this search engine to think, maybe this autofill would make sense for this guy. Maybe Steve thinks that wattage meters require blood. Or maybe some people are confusing wattage meters with, like, blood sugar glucose meters or whatever the hell those things are. Maybe. But that wouldn't make any sense because you can't measure your blood sugar without blood. So I don't know what the hell, right? Is there, like, a new way of doing that? I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter. Bye, Felicia. Holy crap. You committed to paying an extra however much it is per year. Is that New Jersey? I feel like that looks like New Jersey? Really hard to see. You committed to paying an extra however much the fee is per year to have Felicia as your vanity plate and committed to the buy being on your truck. I gotta say, you must have found that damn joke to be the funniest shit in the world to spend an extra $100 to $300 a year on your plate alone, let alone whatever the fee was, unless you did it yourself, to put buy on there. That is crazy. Trojan horse birthday cake. There better be a bunch of guys waiting to kill me popping out of this cake, if that's what we're gonna call it. My friend and I had been passing a bottle of Rumple Mints back and forth for a couple of years, secretly hiding it at each other's house. Today, he dropped off a birthday cake but didn't have time to hang out and eat a piece. Aha.
That is clever. That is clever. I like it. I gotta give the guy props for this. I like it. Freaking bottle of Rumplemints. You know what? Kudos to that dude for hiding it in a cake.
This kind of reminds me of an old joke I had with Bree or Miss Breezy or, God forbid you remember Cool Dude back in the day. It was just a little League of Legends muffin, a little squishy muffin toy that we would try and steal from each other all the time. Gotta see if I can get that back. Anyway, not bad though, not bad. I think the best part about this is that there is plenty of actual cake for you to eat. It's not mostly a facade. It is mostly what looks like a pretty yummy goddamn cake. It does look good. Can I have a piece? Like, you can get full slices of that bad boy. And now you've got that bottle again, so you can start plotting your revenge. And boy, oh boy, it had better be something special because he went out of his way to wow you. And wow, I'm sure you were, or wowed, I'm sure you were. All right? So now, hopefully, in the future, when we're reading this subreddit again or looking at these images again, you have gotten him back in some wild-ass way. The watering can wasn't flowing properly. Then the culprit came out. So he was just taking a bath. Wait, is that a snail? Or is that a slug? The fuck? It's funny. Is that so far everything? Yeah, I totally agree, but this is just kind of maybe unexpected or cute. I'd even consider it eye bleach. Look at this adorable little son of a bitch. Hiding in the watering can is diabolical. He was just getting a free shower all the way until eventually he probably wanted you to stop, and now he's poking his head out to let you know that that's enough. You can stop now. Knock it off. We're fine in here. Thank you. How are you? I analyzed the last 3 years of r/daddit Father's Day posts to find out what dads really want. All right, we've got leave me alone with beer, 5%. Leave me alone, 95%.
You know what? I can actually understand this. Leave me alone with beer or just leave me alone.
95%. See, I've never enjoyed these ones. Like, I know, I can understand the parents need their me time, alone and together. They do. I've just never really liked the sentiment of, off. I need to go drink beer and watch football. It just seems too stereotypical. Fellas that do that, fellas that want nothing but that for, Daddy's Day, raise your hand and say me in the comments, please. I'm very curious. Do you guys find it annoying that you're reduced to leave me alone, my wife sucks, and I hate my kids' beer? Even though that's not what it's saying, I might be projecting a bit there. But nonetheless, I want to know, all right? How do you feel about Father's Day? Has it been good for you the last however long you've been a dad? And do you genuinely just want people to leave you the f*** alone whenever a special day for you comes up so you can drink beer and watch TV, even though you're a grown-ass man who can do that when he finds the time anyway? And I understand that finding the time is the caveat there. While on a tour in the Everglades, we saw an alligator and a croc. Ah, I see. I know what we're going to see. We're going to see an alligator, either like a cartoon version of an alligator wearing Crocs, the shoe, or we're going to see a picture they took of an alligator out in the wild and a croc that someone threw away, and that's the joke. Hey! I was mostly right. It wasn't someone having thrown it away. It wasn't, so I was half.
I don't understand the fascination with Crocs. They are such a stupid-ass shoe.
Right, it's alligator and someone sticking their croc in the frame. I get it. I do appreciate it. This is sort of I wouldn't call this dad humor. This is something I'd call mom humor. This is a mom joke for me. I don't know why. I don't know how to explain it. You guys might understand what I'm getting at there, but there are mom jokes just like there are dad jokes. It might be less jokes from moms and more a specific style of humor. Like, I'm sure we all know at least one mom, whether it's ours or a friend's, that unironically loves It's Wine O'Clock, live, laugh, drink wine, whatever the hell, the drinking wine thing. That could also specifically be more Gen X than anything else. But this just to me is a mom joke, and some of the others are dad jokes. We just don't. Is there a subreddit for mom jokes? There have to be some resources out there. So I'm not looking crazy. 100% gluten-free TV wall mount. All right. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of all the jokes that a lot of companies use now. Like, I think they all started with Jimmy John's for me. Free smells, stuff like that. The less than serious advertising about your corporation or whatever. It's not that deep, but this one feels like it was pitched around to a few guys in suits who were like, yeah, that's the peak of comedy. We could go with that. It's funny. Is it all the same joke on every one of these, though? Or do they have a bunch of random jokes? Because I think if it's more than just this one, I appreciate it more than if they made 10 million of these that just have the same one. I don't know what jokes they would put on there, but if they're going to commit to the bit, they need to commit to the bit and not just go with gluten-free, all right? My one gray hair taunting me today. It's just sticking straight up. It's, okay, well, if it's one gray...
Oh, there were plenty of times when I looked through my beard and I would think I have found a gray hair, but it was just a light reflecting off of it, and I was like, oh, thank God I don't have gray hair yet.
hair and it's annoying you today, you have a couple options here. I mean, the first one I'd say is comb it down, whatever. It'll probably get entangled in that mess and you'll miss it. Or you could just grab it, some tweezers, or even your fingers and just pluck the single hair out of your scalp. Just the one. Now, I know since, 60-70% of men will go bald unless they treat it, you're probably worried about thinning out your hair even more than, it doesn't look thin, but you might be worried about that. Thinning it out more than it might be, right? But trust me, it's just the one hair, and you might be a little less annoyed about it today, You got the old alfalfa going on here. You could fix that. One gray hair, my ass. It's the only one taunting him. The rest are telling that one asshole to sit down. No, they're not. If they were sentient, they'd be absolutely...
You can tell that the guy is graying. It's not gray, but you can tell he's graying.
Absolutely encouraging this type of behavior. They're taunting everybody all the time. 10 years since I nearly got divorced after telling my wife I got her a Gucci handbag. Okay, I see. Funny. Haha. Why would you take that so seriously? Like, it's not a gut-bustingly hilarious joke, but I don't think you need to almost divorce somebody because they didn't buy you a $7,000 bag. I mean, chill. It's funny. Besides, now that he knows that you like that sort of thing, he'll probably get get you one later. I mean, maybe not now, that if you get the wrong one, she'll kill you, I guess, but good lord. I'm sure he's probably just lying about that. I don't think anybody's stupid enough to almost divorce somebody over not being bought a purse. And if you are that type of person, chill the f*** out. We were out of hamburger buns. Oh, did you just use regular old bread? Look, that's fine, but it's just so much less satisfying, isn't it? Oh, so you made burger dogs. You made hot burgers,
It looks like a turd in a hot dog bun. It looks like shit. Like literally shit in a bun. You put shit in a bun.
tires, hot burgers, hot dogs. That's our motto here at Big Top Burger. Look, you tried. You ended up making little turds. Congratulations. I'm sure they still tasted fine, but it's just not the same, man. It's never the same, ever, is it? I never know what to do with my hands. Oh, I get free cheese comics? Wait a minute, I'm sorry, I don't care about the AI joke. Hold on. What the So this guy's not an AI artist, he's a real artist. Look at this R2-D2 stripping for cash up there on the pole. That's inspired.
What the hell? You know, oddly enough, I could see people actually doing this in real life with R2-D2. And it's just fucking weird.
My man. That's what you should be aspiring to a lot. Not hands. Just be a true artist. Speak from your robot heart. You already did it once. Have the lambs stopped screaming, Clarice? Time for a nail trim. Oh, man. It's always the little dogs, too, isn't it? They're psycho. I don't know why this just seems so over the top, even though I totally understand this dude's probably a bitey little jackass, right? But it's so funny seeing them suspended in the air.
Funny thing is, the small ankle biter dogs were never meant to actually exist. The only reason any of the small dogs actually exist is because of rich people doing genetic engineering. Because they wanted smaller and smaller dogs. It's the only reason they exist. It's the only reason pugs exist, too. Because of genetic engineering. I feel really bad for pugs. Like, they need, for their own benefit, they need to go extinct. Because they are just in constant misery.
Because this is the best you can do to hold them back from being mean and breaking skin. Came with my wife to her gynecologist appointment. At least she's honest. How many sexual partners have you had? Lost count. What the f is going on with this image? What the hell? Hold on. I gotta... What the... Is this some kind of, like... Is it a filter designed to, quote...
I'm not sure how I would feel if I had a wife and she put that as the answer for how many sexual partners you've had. I honestly don't know how I would feel about that. Because here's the thing, if you're somebody who's in the double digits that's closing in on triple digits, you have a serious fucking problem. Because you're not a hoe, you're a slut at that point. Even for a guy, that would be a bit much.
quote-unquote anonymized text or something? What's happening here? It feels a little sillier than just, I don't know, blacking it out, you know, with little boxes, or just taking a photo and using, well, you know, the little... almost called...
Dated is different. Actually had sex with is the thing. If you've dated a lot of people, that doesn't really mean much. Now, if you've had sex with a shit ton of people to the point where you have actually lost count, and it's closing in on triple digits, then yeah, you got some problems. Like for me, the most people I've slept with was, I think, maybe 10. I think. And that's about it. I'm surprised I even got that to that much. Surprised my ass can even pull more than one.
Called it a digital marker. You know what I mean. You know what I'm getting at. What is this filter? This is crazy. This looks like what early generative AI programs thought text was. Either way, who cares? Who cares, man? I've lost count of how much patience I have left. I thought the censored text was her attempt to tally it up. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh, good point. I mean, obviously that's not what happened, but see, you're thinking with portals now, my friend. Mistakes were made this morning. We've got organic, unsweetened, almond, non-dairy beverage, because we're not calling it almond milk anymore because it's not, and organic chicken stock. So
I think it's really dumb that people try and call anything like almond milk or any sort of peanut-like milk because it's not milk. It's milk-flavored water because the only thing that is milk is stuff that comes from either goats or cows. It has to come from a tit for it to be milk. If it comes from a nut, not milk. It's just milk-flavored water. Like skim milk. Skim milk is milk-flavored water. I don't care what anyone says.
So I'm assuming you accidentally poured some of that chicken stock into that delicious-looking coffee back there that looks like it's being made on a contraption I've never seen before. I mean, it's clearly just a regular old coffee maker, but meant to look slick and cool. But damn, man, I gotta say, I wish I could enjoy almond non-dairy beverage in my coffee rather than milk. I mean, I don't mind milk. It's fine. I've gotten more used to it because you can kind of brute force that lactose intolerance a little bit, as I have. But I just kind of wish that it tasted better. Almond milk just tastes really wrong in coffee specifically. Just specifically coffee, not anything else. I think everything else is fine for the most part, you know? I used to love it, specifically in sugary, crappy cereals. I accidentally grabbed ginger paste instead of garlic paste when I made garlic bread once. I don't recommend that. Gingerbread, it's a thing. Not like that, though. I don't think that consistency really works out. I'm morbidly curious about it now, though. You know, not curious enough to actually spend time and or money doing this. But if they don't recommend it, I'm gonna go with Follow the Dark Rabbit and just not bother. Reduced priced minge. Soft rind washed cheese. What's the full word? What is the full word here? Look, I'm a fan of cheese. I'm not a fan of minge cheese, if I'm being completely honest with you. What the hell, man? I'm sorry, I need another drink of my lovely water. All aboard the sadness train. Here.
Nut Daddy. His cup says Nut Daddy.
Here we go. P girls' names. Girls' names starting with P. Paige, Paula, Patricia, Pakistan International Airlines. You know, I did know a Pakistan.
Who's naming their daughter Pakistan International Airlines? You want to know some ridiculous names? Here's one. Absiday. Absiday is a name that somebody came up with for a child. You want to know how it's spelled? ABCDE. Absiday. That is an actual name. There are two more. Ashole. Ashole is another name. Named Shiny. Ashole is spelled ASSHOLE. Asshole. Somebody deliberately and with full functionality of their brain named their kid Asshole and decided to pronounce it Ashole. It's like, ma'am, sir, you named your kid Asshole. You want them to get bullied at that point. Another one is Shathid. You can probably see where I'm going with this. Shathid, S-H-I-T. H-E-A-D. Shithead. Somebody, again, with full functionality in their brain, who knew what they were doing, named their kid Shithead. And said it's pronounced Shatheed. No, dear parents, you named your kid Shithead. I hope to God that in the future, Ashole and Shatheed, aka asshole and shithead, rename themselves in the future legally. Because at that point you are wanting them to get bullied, and they will. Because they are named asshole and shithead. It's so... And even the celebrities that come up with their names for their kids is fucking astounding. There was like Kanye West has had his kid named North. So now the kid's name is Northwest. It's like, Kanye, I know you are a celebrity and everything, but please, for the love of God, give your kid an actual normal name. Hell, there was another celebrity couple, I can't remember who, that named their kid Apple. It's like, people, please, give your kids normal names. What happened to using regular ass names? Why do you have to name these kids these ways? Titula? Does the hula in... That's pretty good. I like that.
And International Airlines once. She was all right. She wasn't mean, but, there wasn't a real connection there, She was always off on trips, just didn't have any time to stay at home and watch me play video games and ignore her. It was just a whole thing, Our office manager left for vacation last week and came back to this today. Oh,
I get it. Everybody in my chat, do you know where this is from? Do you know the reference? Please, for the love of God, tell me you know the reference. Now, Bunny knows the reference. I've never actually seen the movie, but I've seen parts of the movie, and I know this part. But this is good. This is hilarious.
Okay, I don't know. Well, when you think about who Buffalo Bill is and what was going on in this situation, buttering her up to take her skin. What does that say about how you feel about where you work? What does that say about your office environment exactly? Because I'm just not sure. I don't know. I'm sure your boss got a kick out of it, though. I think Oreo is getting a little crazy with their flavors. Honestly, I know exactly.
What the fuck is this? Selena's chocolate and cinnamon cream cookies. This just doesn't sound good at all.
What you're getting at here. It looks like it's Selena Gomez flavor. Like, what the does that mean? I saw these in the store like a week ago and thought, what? What flavor is that? Huh? Also, Selena Gomez? Why? Was she doing something? Like, is she trying to promote something? Or is it just a random opportunity, I guess? I mean, look, if I were offered an Oreo deal like this, I would have done it. Hell, Post Malone's Oreos were great, but they didn't look like they were Post Malone flavored, you know?
What kind of flavor is that? It doesn't say anywhere. Huh.
Know what I mean? I mean, these are chocolate and cinnamon cream. That sounds good, but it's just so small. All I can think is, what did they do to Selena? Went to my convocation, and this is the number they assign me. All right, do not fold up in this card. Lineup 911.
Well, that sucks to have that number.
Or 911. Let's not get that twisted. That's not 911, that's 911. Or 911 if you so choose. Someone told me I peaked in high school, and I was just so moved they ever thought I had a peak. Dude, same. Although no one ever thought I peaked in high school. I'm never going to peak, because I'm never going to get that high. I heard giggling in the kitchen, and my kids were huddled around our lemonade. This was their attempt to pull a prank on me.
Honestly, I can see, I can understand kids doing this. It's a funny prank. Organic pee. That's pretty funny. I like that. That's pretty hilarious.
Well, they gotcha. Dork, you got. And sometimes we need to swallow our pride and accept it. You know what I mean? Come on, Dad. Come on. They're now laughing hysterically and asking, may I please have some pee to drink? Oh, they got you so good. Oh, Mom, they got you so good. The correct place for the recycle bin. Okay. Oh, no, they're going to put it inside of a recycle bin, aren't they? Oh, no. I see what you're doing. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know what, I love this. This sort of thing needs to come back. I am not a fan of, okay, I actually really love this. I might start doing this.
Oh, this is really cool. I like this. This is really neat.
I always wanted to do this as a kid. I think it's so cute. I think the mouse is a little hilarious. This is adorable, man.
This is cool. I don't think I would have ever thought to do this.
I'm going to hunt this background down and just do this for me. I want computers to feel cute and fun again. They do not currently feel that way. Is safe. Support our local farmers. What? Oh, look at that. I've been on Reddit for 10 years. Decade? My God, how much time have I wasted? I've been scrolling like an idiot, leaving stupid comments and scrounging for upvotes. I could have done anything. Read a book, gotten politically active, enjoyed nature. Instead, I've just stagnated. Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of have these thoughts as well. But then I go right back to what I was doing and not really caring anymore.
Stagnated. Grandmothers really are the queens of repackaging. Honestly, I think it's because they have the time and patience. I just don't. I would never think of something like this, man.
Yeah, this just reminds me of the tin that a lot of grandmas have. That it's a cookie tin, but we all know that it's always sewing stuff inside the tin. It's never cookies, it's always sewing. It's always sewing stuff.
I never would. In case anyone at the coffee shop was unsure. Okay, I shaved my pubes for this? That's really hard to read. I don't know why. Look, I personally don't find it funny, but if your boy Tyler can wear a hentai shirt in public thinking he's funny as she can wear that. You need to chill out. This was exceptionally tasty. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Dick steak. It's a dick steak.
That does look mighty tasty. Thick dads who vape for Christ. What? It seems the creepy free candy vans have graduated to adult kidnappings? Liquor lottery. Hey, look, the creepy candy vans should not be hit by inflation like everything else. I want a van. I want to be able to go on road trips in a van. I want to do that. Why are every one of these rusted out pieces of going for 30 grand? Can you make a website for my new business? Sure, dude. What's your business do? I don't know. Okay, what's it called? I can't decide. So what do you...